Yeah, I remember there's a big boy in Bay City, Michigan.
Yeah.
Here's a quick story. It's kind of funny. I remember one time I was in there, and they actually had the statue and everything outside of it. And we used to go there from time to time. I mean, why not? We were in there like having breakfast on like a Sunday afternoon, and we were high as fuck, all of us. We were just like, there were like four of us. We were sitting there super high. And there's this couple that sat down behind us. And they weren't even, it was one of those couples, didn't even say anything to each other. Just sat down, both were like, I'll get the buffet. And then the woman is the guy was like, "Oh, can I have some rye toast too?" But there was just no communication between the couple. It's just very like solemn. You could tell they'd been married for like 20 years, just hate each other. Kids are growing, about to get a divorce. So she gets up to go to the buffet. He waited, he got his toast, and then he got up to go to the buffet. And she came back first and was sitting there. While they were gone, I reached over and I grabbed one wedge of bread. I just grabbed one corner. It was like, cut in half. And I just grabbed one corner. And so then she came back, sitting down there, eating her food. And then the guy came back, and he sits down. He just looks at her. He's like, "You could have asked, Sarah."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "What are you talking about?" And he just points to the bread. She goes, "I didn't take that."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, who fucking took it?"
Yeah.
And then this whole thing started. Like, she was yelling at him, then she started crying. It was like, "I can't be with you anymore."
Yeah.
And it was like a good 3 minutes of just like, he was just like, "This is what's wrong with us. This is why it doesn't work." And then I just reached over and I threw that wedge of toast on the floor. And they both kind of looked at it and then looked at each other and didn't say anything and just ate the rest of their meal. Doesn't that almost sound like it's like something from like not a John Waters movie, but like a fucking John Hughes film or something?
It's like typical Dee Simon fucking thing to do, I feel like.
Would you have been laughing though?
Yes, I would. But first of all, did you take the toast knowing that would happen? And why would you take bread from another person's table?
I was stoned. I just thought it was funny to reach over and grab. I didn't grab the whole bread. I just grabbed one wedge.
Okay.
And I just thought it was funny. I don't know. I was a stupid kid. I was like fucking 16. And then when they came back, that whole thing transpired. I had no idea that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then we were all like just dying. And then I just kind of chucked the toast right down there. And like the look on his face as he kind of looked at it, you could just tell their marriage was hinging upon that wedge of toast. I don't know what happened now. Maybe they're happier. Maybe they got divorced. Who knows? A lot of things can happen at the big boy.
Good God.
On that note,
no, I know you learned how to speak Zulu. Did you also learn how to harness energy from other people's misery or something? From a shaman? Like, what is going on with you? What's the matter with you? Honestly.